Hi everyone, this is Vignesh from Easy Way to Learn Medicine. So today we are going to see the pharmacology, croc 1. So today we are going to see the agent which influence the metabolism and the agents for poison treatment. So the first question, a patient who has a mastectomy because of a mammillary gland cancer and prescribed a course of radiotherapy. So what vitamin drug has anti-radiation effect caused by antioxidant effect? So they are asking which vitamin has a antioxidant activity. So we all know the alpha tocopherol acetate, that is a derivative of vitamin E, which has a antioxidant activity which protect our body from free radicals. Due to anti-radiation, so there will be a high level of free radicals. So if we give vitamin E, which has a high level of antioxidant which protect our body from free radicals. So the next question, a 40-year-old woman appealed to a doctor with the complaints of pain in a knee joint. During examination, the doctor revealed swelling, reddening, hyperthermia in this joint area. Laboratory test showed positive active phase reactant. So what drug has to be used for the treatment of the patient? So the patient having some type of a inflammation, so it may be an acute case of rheumatic arthritis. So primarily we have to, also there is a increased level of positive active phase reactant, there is a increased level of C-reactive proteins. So primarily we have to start with a non-steroidal anti-inflammatory drug. So that is a anti-inflammatory agent of a non-steroid structure. So primarily for rheumatic arthritis we'll start with a non-steroidal anti-inflammatory drug, and then we'll change into DMARDs, that is disease modifying anti-rheumatoid drug agents. So the next question, a patient with hypothyroidism was treated with a drug synthetic sinestrorotatory thyroxine isomer. So for hypothyroidism, so what drug we will give? Levothyroxine. So that is a synthetic sinestrorotatory thyroxine isomer. The following concomitant complication are possible: tachycardia, arrhythmia, trembling of the limbs. Which of the following listed drug has such action? So for hypothyroidism, we'll give levothyroxine. So there is a levothyroxine in the option. So the side effect of the levothyroxine is tachycardia, arrhythmia, tremor of the limbs. So for hypothyroidism, we have to give levothyroxine drug. The next question, a diabetic coma has been diagnosed. The concentration of the sugar in the blood 18.44 millimole. So that is severely increased level of sugar in the blood. What drug with glucose decreasing effect should be prescribed in this case? The patient is having diabetic coma, so we have to give the emergency treatment. So we have to use the short acting insulin. It is a short acting insulin. So the next question, a patient with rheumatoid arthritis has been taking glucocorticoids. Primarily we'll start with non-steroidal anti-inflammatory drug, and then we'll change to glucocorticoids during several weeks. Then he suddenly stopped taking these drugs. What complication can occur in this case? So if the patient need to stop the glucocorticoids, or the patient want to change to another drugs, for example like a monoclonal antibodies or any other drugs, so for glucocorticoids we have to do the tapering the dose. We have to taper the dose. What is the taper the dose? What is mean by tapering of the dose? That is, we have to decrease, if for example if the patient is taking 12 milligram of prednisolone, if the patient want to stop the drug, then we have to reduce 15 milligram, and then we have to go for 10 milligram, and then we have to go for 5 milligram, and then we have to go for 0. That is, we have to reduce the drug, because there will be a complication due to sudden stopping of the drug. That complication is called as a withdrawal symptoms. So when we stop the drug suddenly, that lead to withdrawal symptoms. What is a withdrawal syndrome? There will be a pathological dependence to this drug, to this glucocorticoids. So we have to taper the dose and we have to stop the dose. So the complication will be withdrawal syndrome. The next question, a 62-year-old man has been suffering from coccytis for a long time. So there is inflammation of the cox bone. the doctor prescribed him a new non-steroidal anti-inflammatory agent, that is Celoxib. It improved the patient's state. What is the advantage of this drug? So what is Celoxib? Celoxib, which is a non-steroidal anti-inflammatory drug, which is a selective inhibitor or blockade of cyclooxygenase 2. So which is a COX-2 inhibitor, which is come under the non-steroidal anti-inflammatory drug, which is a COX-2 inhibitor, which is a selective inhibitor of cyclooxygenase 2. So what is the mechanism of this drug? So which is a selective blockade of cyclooxygenase 2. So the next question, allergic dermatitis produces itching, hypostasis, reddening and insomnia. What drug expedient for prescribing to the patient? The patient is having allergic dermatitis. So for allergic dermatitis, so there will be an increased level of histamine in the body. So that causes itching, hypostasis, that is accumulation of fluid, and there is a hyperthermia, and there is insomnia. So we have to give dimetrolum. So what is dimetrolum? Dimetrolum is nothing but diphenhydramine. So diphenhydramine, which is a H1 receptor agonist, which is a antihistamine drug. So for the patient is having allergic dermatitis, so we have to decrease the level of histamines. For that we have to give the antihistamine drug, that is a diphenhydramine, that is dimetrol, which is a H1 receptor agonist. So next question, a ambulance took a patient to the hospital in a serious condition, that is a nausea and vomiting. It is established that the day before he celebrated a wedding with family. The initial diagnosis was food intoxication. What drug is necessary to use first of all? So the patient is having food intoxication. So in this case, we have to use a magnesium sulfate. Magnesium sulfate is a type of laxative. So which is a type of laxative. So which increases H2O, which increases more water in the intestine. So which increases more water in the intestine. This is a type of laxative. So when we are using magnesium sulfate, we have to be careful. We have to check the level of magnesium in the blood, because it causes a complication. So what is the antidote for magnesium sulfate? That is calcium gluconate. Antidote for magnesium sulfate is calcium gluconate. Next question, because of long time application of a drug, such complication as osteoporosis, erosive ulcer of a mucous coat of a stomach, edema, increasing arterial pressure, insomnia is developed. Laboratory test detect hypernatremia, hypokalemia and hyperkalemia. What drug has been applied? So when we are using glucocorticoids or steroids, any type of steroids in a long term, so we'll see a serious complication. That complication is hypernatremia, hypokalemia, hyperglycemia, and also we'll see osteoporosis, and there will be a ulcers, and there will be increasing of arterial pressure. So that is prednisolone. So long term use of steroids causes these type of complications. So tetany has developed after thyroidectomy. Using what drug is possible to eliminate the problem? So tetany is an involuntary twitching of muscles. So tetany is caused by decreased level of calcium in the blood. So why it? Because after thyroidectomy, so during thyroidectomy we also remove the thyroid gland and parathyroid gland. So parathyroid gland functions, it regulates the calcium, it increases the calcium in the blood. Also it regulates the phosphate concentration in the blood. So due to like sudden after thyroid removal, sudden decrease of calcium that lead to tetany. For that we have to give the patient calcium chloride. So the next question, the condition of a patient with diabetes worsened after a routine injection of insulin. There was anxiety, cold sweat, tremor of limbs, general weakness, loss of consciousness. What drug is a pharmacological antagonist of insulin? So maybe the patient is not ate before the injection, or like there will be increased insulin dose that lead to sudden severe decrease of glucose in the body, that is hypoglycemia. So for that primarily we'll give glucagon. If glucagon is not there, we can go for adrenaline, which is a counter regulatory for insulin hormone, which is a adrenaline hydrochloride. So the next question, a enterologist has prescribed a glibenclamide to a patient with type 2 diabetes mellitus. What is the basic mechanism of this drug of action? So glibenclamide is a oral drug which is used for type 2 diabetes mellitus, which stimulate the insulin secretion from the beta cells of Langerhans of islets. So which simulate the insulin production from the beta cells of Langerhans islets. So next question, a type 2 diabetes mellitus was revealed during examination of 70-year-old patient. What drug is used in this case? So glibenclamide. So we have to use glibenclamide. So the next question, the 39-year-old man appealed to a hospital. Recently he noticed susceptibility to infectious disease and impairment of field vision. During examination, doctor diagnosed hyperkeratosis. What vitamin drug should be used in this case? The patient is having impairment of vision, and there is a hyperkeratosis, increased level of skin cells. So for that we have to use retinol acetate, that is vitamin A. The patient is having patient is having hyperkeratosis and twilight vision, so we have to go and use vitamin A, retinol acetate. A patient came to a doctor with a complaint of twilight impairment, that is night blindness. What vitamin we have to use in this case? That is retinol acetate, vitamin A. Next question, having a serious infection, a patient need a anabolic drug for the improvement of appetite. So the patient had a serious infection, so due to serious infection there will be severe wasting syndrome, severe decrease of muscles. So he need a anabolic drug to improvement of appetite. So we have to give him synthetic derivative of testosterone, that is retabolium, which is nothing but natroline deconate. Natroline deconate, which is a synthetic derivative of testosterone, which is a derivative of steroid. So which is an anabolic steroid, which uses in case of physical performance activity. So for increasing physical performance, bodybuilders, or the person who are going to gym, the person who need muscle. So this synthetic testosterone increases the protein synthesis in body, increases muscle building. So for that we have to give retabolium, that is a natroline deconate. A medicine was prescribed to a treatment of arthritis. The following pharmacological characteristics: it increases the production of lipomolidin, reduces phospholipase A2 activity, reduces synthesis of organic metabolism products, cyclic endoperoxidase and prostaglandins. So what drug is it? So which is nothing but prednisolone, the steroid. So this this prednisolone has a specific pharmacological activity, that is which increases the production of lipomoldin, which reduces the phospholipase A2 phospholipase A2 activity, which reduces synthesis of arachidonic acid metabolism products, that is cyclic endoperoxidase and prostaglandins. The patient has urticaria, which is treated with dimetrolum, that is antihistamine drug. What element of allergic pathogenesis is therapeutic effect of dimetrolum connected with? So dimetrolum, which is an antihistaminic drug, so which interact with the histamine with the receptor in organs, which is a H1 receptor agonist. So next question, deficiency of prothrombin in a blood detected during a preoperative examination of a patient. What drug is needed to preliminary use by the patient to reduce the blood loss during operation? So there is a hyperprothrombemia. So for that we have to use a picasolum. Picasolum is a vitamin K derivative and other hemostatic agents present in this picasolum drug, so which help in a clotting, blood clotting, so which reduces the severe blood loss during the surgery. The next question, for treatment of joint arthritis, a physician prescribed a drug which belongs to non-steroidal anti-inflammatory medicine. It mainly influences cyclooxygenate 2. It has no irritative influence on a mucosa coating. So there is no ulcer and which influences a cyclooxygenase 2, and which comes under a non-steroidal anti-inflammatory drug, that is celecoxib, which does not causes any ulcer, and which is a selective blockade of cyclooxygenase 2, which is a COX-2 inhibitor. So last question, the second generation anti-inflammatory drug, which is a derivative of piperidine, taking once a day, it has no cholinergic and adrenergic blocking effect. It shows anti-allergic, antioxidant and antipyretic. So anti-allergic, antioxidant and antipyretic, which is a second generation of antihistamine drug. There is only one drug, that is loratadine. So this is all about the drugs which under the metabolism and poisoning agent. So thanks for watching. Thank you.